Today's Talk About It Tuesday question is, how much of my monthly budget should I dedicate to investing? Really good question. But there are a couple of ways to look at this, and I'll address it the way it was asked first, because there are some rules that a lot of people in the financial industry like to use to try to make it easier for people in terms of percentage of a budget. So you should be able to live off of 80% of the income that you create. So that means your bills, your debts, your lifestyle should be able to be funded by 80% of the income that you make. And if you look at it that way, then you're going to tailor your lifestyle to the amount of income that you have. And then you're going to take 10% of the remaining 10% of the income and put it towards an emergency fund until you have a certain amount. And you have 10% towards investing. Once you hit the amount that you need in your emergency fund, then the full 20% will go towards investing. That is an easy way to get started, just getting in the habit of putting money away investing. The problem is, if you just put away whatever you have, there's no way to predict what you'll end up with at a time when you need it, right? Because what's 20%? It depends on what your 100% is, and putting away that amount doesn't give you a predictable outcome. It's not very strategic. It just gives you an outcome, which is better than no outcome. I don't like to look at it that way. I think a better strategy, instead of looking at it as a percentage of your current income, is to say, okay, I have a goal in mind for investing, and the goal could be retirement, right? And so how much will I need to live a certain amount of years in retirement without having to work anymore? Okay, how many years away am I from that point where I want to retire? So if you have 20 years left, then let's say you need $1 million. How much would I have to put away at, say, 10% annual return compounded over the next 20 years so that it reaches $1 million? And if you don't have enough to put away, let's say it's 1,000. I'm just making up an arbitrary number. Let's say you need to put $1,000 a month away. Doing it the old way, maybe you didn't have $1,000 a month left over. Maybe that didn't make up the 20% remainder of your income, and so you fall way short. This way will tell you, okay, I don't have $1,000 extra dollars at the end of the month. I need to do something to create more income. Maybe I need to change my job. Maybe I need to do some overtime or get a second job. Maybe I need to start a business. Maybe I need to expand my current business. But I know I need an extra $1,000 to be able to reach my goal in 20 years. The problem with the other way around is if you just say 20%, anytime you get an increase in income, although you're increasing, the amount that you're investing, you also have more money, expendable cash to go towards lifestyle, and so you just start blowing money, right? So instead of saying, I'm going to still live the same lifestyle, now you have this extra money sitting around. You just end up spending more money on things that you don't need, and it doesn't necessarily go towards investing. So I think we should look at it the flip side, but just to get started, just to get into the habit, if you do have more money left over, after you pay for your lifestyle expenses, and I'm not just talking about your bills, I'm talking about also your hobbies and your entertainment and whatever else going to the spa, whatever you do. If you still have money left over after that, then you should have at least 20%. 10% goes to your emergency fund until that's funded. 10% goes to the investing. Once the emergency fund is funded, that remaining 20% goes to investing. Eventually, you need to really get strategic and decide, how much do I need? What's my time horizon? So what's my goal? What's my time horizon? Meaning the length of time you have to reach that goal. That's how much you need to be able to put in. And then you get more strategic with the income as opposed to being strategic with what you do with the income. So I'd love to hear your strategies, see what works for you. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Keep the questions coming, and I'll see you next Tuesday.